The proposed new congressional map for Texas is now bound for Governor Greg Abbott's desk. That could give Republicans 5 more seats in the U.S. House for next year's midterm elections. The Texas Senate approved the map last night. KVUE's Daniel Perot joins us now live. And Daniel, it happened a lot quicker than Democrats wanted it to.
That's right, Adam. Since they did not have the votes to block the new map, Democrats were hoping to drag this process out for as long as they could. The main way they planned to do that was an overnight filibuster by State Senator Carol Alvarado in a symbolic final stand. But Republicans were able to block that from happening. Senate Republicans objected to Senator Alvarado sending out a campaign email earlier in the day to promote her filibuster as a campaign fundraising event. State Senator Charles Perry took offense to that and said it would not be appropriate for senators to participate in her campaign. He then moved for what's known as the previous question. That procedural move ended the debate, killing the filibuster and forcing an immediate vote. Just after midnight, the Senate passed the proposed new congressional map, which creates 5 new Republican seats in the U.S. House of Representatives. Democrats criticized the move to shut the filibuster down before it started.
To hold state employees at work under the guise of official responsibilities for the purpose of campaign fundraising appears to be potentially unlawful, at least unethical.
I don't know that this is actually precedent. I know he's mentioned that there's precedent here. Where's the precedent to do any of this?
The new map is already facing its first legal challenge, arguing that the redrawn districts are racially discriminatory, diminishing the voting power of minority groups and violating voter protection laws. When I asked him about the legal concerns yesterday, Texas Governor Greg Abbott said he's confident the map is on solid legal ground.
What is allowed by the United States Supreme Court is drawing maps for political reasons. And these were drawn for political reasons to ensure that Republicans would have greater representation in Congress.
The proposed new congressional map is now headed to Governor Greg Abbott's desk. He says he will sign it into law swiftly. When it comes to those expected legal challenges, Democrats are up against a bit of a time crunch here. Filing deadline for next year's midterm election that starts in November, and the primary races are going to be in March. The longer a court fight drags on, the less likely it is that the courts will take any sort of action on this new map before the midterm elections. In the studio, Daniel Perot, KVUE News.
All right, busy week this week at the Capitol and a busy week ahead. Daniel, thank you so much. Well, some Republican lawmakers are considering runs in the proposed congressional districts, and one has even gone one step further. State Representative Briscoe Cain of Deer Park filed paperwork to run for the 9th Congressional District. So right now, that includes South Houston, but under House Bill 4, the new map, it would cover Eastern Harris County and Liberty County, which is heavily Republican. Right now, Democratic Congressman Al Green represents District 9. Several other Republicans have shown interest in running, but have not formally filed.